Hey everyone, it's Becky back again for another yoga class. It's Tuesday night, so we are going to move a little bit with our practice. Not necessarily vigorous, but just a little bit of movement to get the energy flowing through your body. We will start at about 3 after the hour, so we've got just a couple of minutes. Go grab your mat, grab your water, grab any props that you need, and we will get started shortly. All right. So being told you can hear me, so excellent. It's always a good thing. Again, we'll move a little bit during tonight's class and just get into the body a little bit. So if you ever find that you want to do any of these classes again, I am leaving them up on my page, so you can go back and watch them at any time. Feel free to watch them over and over if you really are enjoying one of them. And we will get started in just another minute or so. If you are watching this along on replay, I really do appreciate you. I appreciate you live as well. I hope that you're all getting outside in the sun a little bit. I went outside to just stand in it today. It felt really good. Yesterday I sat in the sun for a while and worked, so that was really nice. It's hard to be inside all the time, even with all the pollen. I'm still finding time to get outside, so it's nice. Just about another minute and we'll get started. So grab any water, grab your props, pillows, blankets, towels, whatever you need for a prop. Grab your mat, and we will get started shortly. All right, so I've got 3 after the hour, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Start by coming to the top of your mat, arms just resting by your sides, standing tall and closing your eyes. Take some nice deep breaths here. Just beginning to connect inward for a moment. Feeling those feet on the floor. Feeling some length in your spine. Noticing your breath. Now remember, I can't see you, so as we go through this class, always listen to your body. If it feels like you're doing too much, back off. If you feel like you can do more, put a little bit more into it. But always listen inward, never looking for pain. On your next inhale, go ahead and take your arms, reach them all the way up. Let your shoulders lift as you reach up through those fingertips and still feeling those feet on the floor. Spreading out those toes, grounding through all of the feet. Maybe your gaze goes up. Maybe it's straight ahead. But just find a little more length. Reach through those fingertips a little bit more. Take your right hand to your left wrist. Let's go ahead and start by opening the side of the body. So reach that left arm over to the right side. Opening the left side of the body. Come back to the center and let's switch sides. Come back to the center. On your next exhale, go ahead and swan dive. Come into your first forward fold. Now, a lot of us have tight hamstrings, so you might want to have your knees bent, especially for this first one. But if you've already loosened up for the day, maybe you can lengthen those legs, release over top. Either way, just take some deep breaths here. And then add in a little bit of movement. Maybe shaking your head, yes and no. Maybe swaying side to side, whatever feels right to you. Getting to know how your body feels right now. On your next inhale, come up, find a flat back. So hands can rest on those legs and you lengthen your spine. Or again, if your hamstrings are feeling loose, maybe you reach for the floor, but flat back either way. On your exhale, release down. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way up. Exhale to the heart. Moving into a few half sun salutations. Inhale your arms back up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, come up, find that flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale to the heart. Let's do that again. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale to the heart. One more like this. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, find chair this time. Let your hips sink back. Bending those knees as much as you want for this first one. Maybe you're a little bit higher. Depends on you. Arms maybe are reaching up, opening to the sides, or prayer hands if it works better for your shoulders. Inhale, back up. Palms coming together. Exhale, lean back. Open the front of the body. Inhale, back up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, come up, find flat back. Exhale, forward fold. This time, inhale, step back, find plank. First one of the night. So options here, you can always put one knee down, you can put two knees down. It really is up to you. Options are always handy, always good to know. On your exhale, slowly release all the way down. Elbows in close. And then you're inhaling, coming up to cobra. So again, options. Maybe you come up part way, maybe you come up all the way. But check your shoulders. A lot of times we have shoulders up to our ears here. See if you can put some space between the shoulders and the ears. It can help to bend the elbows a little bit. Heart coming forward. Couple of deep breaths here on this first one. And then exhale, find down dog. Take your hips up high, pushing back on your hands, bending the knees if you need to. Always going back to your breath. Go ahead and walk your heels up and down. Maybe it's fast, maybe it's slow. Pause with both heels lifted. Come on to those toes. And then release those heels down as far as you can. On your exhale, hop or step forward. Come into your forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way up. Exhale to the heart. Let's do that sun salutation again. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, swan dive right back into it. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale all the way down. Inhale to your cobra. And then exhale, down dog. Couple of deep breaths here. Now we're doing some of the same movements over and over again. Notice how your body shifts as it gets warmer. On your exhale, hop or step forward to your forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way up. This time, exhale, find a chair and see if you can go a little bit deeper than you normally do. Inhale, come right back up. Exhale, lean back, open the front of the body. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, come up, find that flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale all the way down. Inhale to your cobra. And then exhale, down dog. Again, couple of deep breaths here. On your exhale, hop or step forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale into that deep chair. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lean back, open the front of the body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale all the way down. Inhale to your cobra. Exhale, down dog. Couple of breaths here. On your exhale, hop or step forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale to that deep chair. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Couple of breaths here. On your exhale, hop or step forward. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale to your deep chair. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, lean back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Deep breath. This time you're going to lift the right leg behind you. See if you can keep your hips even to the floor. Sometimes we open them up, but this time let's keep them even. On your exhale, bring your foot forward for a low lunge. Now to start, you can have that back knee up or down. You get to choose. See if you can reach through that back heel a little bit more. So you're creating space from the top of the head to that back heel. Now if that back knee is up, go ahead and let it come to the floor. Inhale, let those arms reach up. Hips are coming forward just a bit. Shoulders are lifting as you reach through those fingertips. So from here, bring your hands behind you. Clasp those hands together. Lean back. Open the front of the body for a moment. Take some deep breath in here. Release those hands. Let them come to the floor. Inhale, step back. Find your plank. On your exhale, lower all the way to the floor. Inhale to your cobra. And then exhale, down dog. Let's switch sides. Lift the left leg. Again, trying to keep those hips even with the floor right here. On your next exhale, bring the foot forward, low lunge, opposite side. Now again, to start, you can have that back knee up or down. You get to choose. If that back knee's up, go ahead and release it down. Inhale those arms all the way up. Let those hips come forward a bit. And bring those hands behind you, clasping them together, leaning back, opening the front of the body. Again, deep breath here. Fill up those lungs. Release those hands, let them come to the floor. Inhale, step back to your plank. Exhale all the way down. Inhale to your cobra. And this time, exhale, come take your hips back to your heels. Find child's pose for a moment. So remember, knees can be wide and you rest in between, or knees are together and you rest on top. Either way, this is your resting pose. You can always come back here, whether it's in this class or any other class. This is a great place to find some rest. Go ahead and come back to downward dog. Take those hips up high. On your inhale, lower those hips, find plank. And then exhale, go right back to down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, down dog. One more time, inhale, plank. And we're going to pause here and go into a side plank. So starting with that right hand, letting it be on the floor underneath your nose. Left arm is reaching up towards the ceiling. You have options again. Maybe you've got that bottom knee down. Maybe you're extending that bottom leg out. Whatever feels right to you. Go ahead and come back to the center. Find your plank. Pause here for a couple of breaths. And then let's switch sides. Left hand is coming directly beneath your nose. Right arm reaching up. Side plank, opposite side. Again, bottom knee up or down. You get to choose. Check that bottom rest. You want it directly beneath your shoulder. Come back to the center, find plank. On your exhale, release all the way down. Inhale to your cobra, and then exhale to child's pose. Go ahead and come back up on to your knees. We're going to practice a little bit of camel. Doing a lot of chest openers, heart openers today. So practicing camel, starting out with half camel. If you have a block, you may want it. It's always a great option. Starting out with half camel, we're taking your right hand to your right heel, or if you have a block or something else, you can always use that instead of your heel. Left arm is reaching up and over. Let those hips push forward. Go ahead and come back to the center. And we're going to switch sides. So left hand is coming to your heel or your block. Right arm is reaching up and over. Again, hips are pushing forward. Filling up those lungs. Go ahead and come back to the center. Now let's practice a little bit of full camel. Again, options here. You can make those hands into fists and place them in your lower back. You can also use your palms in your lower back. Either way, taking your elbows toward one another as much as you can. And then beginning to lean back, opening the front of the body. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you reach your hands for your heels or your block. Taking just a few deep breaths here. Slowly coming out of this and finding child's pose for a moment. Find down dog again. Lift your right leg. We're going to open the hip this time. So bend the knee, stack your hips. You can always look under that left shoulder and see if you can find the bottom of the right foot. Letting your weight stay even between your hands. On your exhale, bring the right knee towards the right hand, coming into pigeon. Centering your weight between your hips. Now where the right foot is really depends on your flexibility. Some people like it in really close to the left hip. Some people take it out a bit further. It's totally up to you depending on your flexibility. But let your weight be centered between those hips. And then we're going to release your upper body down. Now if you have your block, pillow, towel, whatever, you can take and support your head with it. You can also use your hands if your head doesn't quite reach the floor. This is going to be a longer hold. Make sure you can be comfortable. Again, our goal is not pain. If there's any pain in that front knee, back off, do a little less, or even come out of the pose. You have about a minute left, so make any adjustments that you need. Or just settle deeper into the pose. That works too. Now from here, go ahead and lift your upper body. Think of just lifting up, maybe leaning back a little bit. Now maybe you stay right here, or maybe you add on a little bit more. Maybe you reach back to that left foot with one hand, or even two. Again, we're opening the front of the body. Slowly releasing out of this. Step back, find down dog for a moment. Lengthen those legs. And then go ahead and lift the left leg. We're opening the left hip. So bend the knee, stack those hips. Look under the right shoulder this time. See if you can find the bottom of the left foot. On your exhale, bring the left knee forward towards the left hand. Centering your weight between your hips. Again, using support if you need it. You can also stack a blanket or block underneath that left hip if you need it. Centering your weight and releasing your upper body down. Using support under your head if you like. Remember where that right foot is really depends on your flexibility. Some people need it in really close. Some people can take it out. Depends on how you are tonight. And remember, you do change from night to night. Just notice where you are right now. Go ahead and lift your upper body. And think of lifting up, maybe leaning back even. Go ahead and stay here or reach back for that right foot, maybe with one hand, maybe with both. Open the front of the body. Slowly release out of this and step back to down dog one last time. Checking back in with it. Noticing how it feels now. On your exhale, walk your feet forward to your forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way up. Exhale to the heart. Now I always like to add in a little bit of balance. It's something that we need to practice no matter how old we are. So start with that right foot. Spread out your toes. Give yourself a good base. Lift up the left foot. Just get it off of the floor. Arms can be wherever you want them to be. When you're set, close your eyes for a moment. Notice balance without your eyesight. It does make it harder. I totally get it. If you fall, just part of life. Come back and try it again. Go ahead and release the left foot down. Spread out the toes. Going over to the left foot as your base. Lifting up the right foot. Again, when you're set, close your eyes. Notice balance on this side. Now, often balance is easier on one side than the other. So just notice. Get to know your body. Release your right foot down. One more balance pose. This time you're using your eyesight. It really does help. So yeah, you could use your eyesight. Go back to the right foot as your base. Take that right arm, reach it up. Left hand is reaching back for the left foot. Now maybe you stay right here, or maybe you hinge forward. Either way, using your eyesight, finding something to focus on. Something that's not moving. And breathe. And again, if you come out of it, if you fall out of it, don't worry. Just try it again. It's all part of life. Slowly releasing out of it. And we'll switch sides. Last balance. Spread out those left toes. Left arm reaches up, right hand reaches back for the right foot. And again, stay here or hinge forward. Find something that's not moving. Focus on it. And breathe. Slowly release out of this. Shake out those legs a little bit. Let those feet be about mat width apart. We're going into a squat and coming back down to the floor. So feet are pointing out just a bit. Hands reaching up. Inhale. And then exhale, let those hips come down as far as you can. Try to keep those feet flat on the floor. Some length in the spine. Notice if those hips sink a little bit more the longer you stay here. And then go ahead and release all the way down. And come onto your back. A couple more poses to open the front of the body. Coming all the way onto your back. Letting your feet be flat. Knees bent. Arms starting out by your side. We're going into bridge first. So when you're ready, lift those hips up. Let those toes turn in just a little bit. You're a little pigeon-toed. Hands can stay by your side. You can reach them under your back to clasp them together. You can draw your shoulders under, going a little bit deeper. See if you can lift those hips up just a bit more. Slowly release all the way down. Draw your knees in, hug them in close. Maybe rock side to side a little bit. Now you have another choice. You can go back into the bridge we just did, or if you'd like your full wheel, you can practice that. So for full wheel, you're going to place your hands, always getting your hair out of the way, it's very important. You'll pull it otherwise. So placing your hands, palms down, fingers pointing towards you. Hands are right beside your shoulders. Again, toes pointing in a little bit if you can. And when you're ready, you're pushing against those feet and hands at the same time and lifting your hips up. Again, you can stay in your bridge or you can try a little wheel. Slowly release all the way down wherever you are. Draw your knees back in. Rock side to side a little bit. Take your feet overhead, a little happy baby. So knees coming towards your shoulders, tailbone towards the floor. You can always rock your baby if it feels right. If you're rocking, pause in the center. Release that right leg, extend it all the way out. See if you can lay it flat on the floor. This is a little half happy baby. So it's just like your low lunge you did earlier, but you're on your back. Draw the right leg back in. And then switch sides. So extend the left one all the way out. Again, see if you can maybe lay it flat on the floor. Draw the left leg back in. Hug both knees in for a moment. And then we're going into some twists. So take both knees over to the right side. Stack your hips and let the left shoulder come back towards the floor. Just twisting the spine, letting things go. Now another choice for you. You can stay right where you are, or you can extend that top leg out. Just changing the stretch a little bit. ahead and come back to the center. And we're switching sides. So take both knees over to the left side. Stack your hips. Let the right shoulder come back towards the floor. Enjoying this twist in the opposite direction. So again, stay here or extend that top leg out and change the stretch just a bit. Slowly come back to the center. And then you're going to set yourself up for Shavasana. You can simply just extend those legs all the way out and let your feet be about mat width apart. Arms can be open to the side. You can reach them overhead. Wiggle a little bit. See if you can get those hips as even as you can, pulling the shoulder blades out. If you have a blanket, a bolster, you can always use something under your knees or a blanket or a towel underneath your head. But taking this moment to just settle in, letting your body absorb what it's done today. Try not to skip out on Shavasana if you can. Embrace the world. May light be born anew in me and you. May peace reign within our hearts and gratitude frame our days with gladness and with joy. May each one of us awaken to the truth and allow the universe to use us, hearts, hands, minds, and prayers united to embrace the world. Take this time to just be. your knees in and roll to your side. Pause there for a moment. Go ahead and rise on up and sit on something, a blanket, a bolster, a pillow. Sit on something to lift your hips up just a little bit. We're going to focus on breath for just a couple of moments before we end. Cross your legs however you like. Settle into this position. Let your hands rest on your lap, palms down, palms up, hands together apart. It's really up to you. If it's comfortable for you, close your eyes. We're going to focus on breath for a moment, inhaling to a count of 4. So inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. And then exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. And pause. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. And then exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. And continue on with this pattern for just a minute longer. If you find that it's too much, just go back to normal breathing. It's okay. Deepen that breath, slow it down. If you can deepen it even more, maybe counting up to 5 or 6, that's okay too. Go ahead and come back to normal breath. Just let that breath be. Take one more deep breath in. And with the exhale, let everything go. Bring your hands to your heart, palms together. May you laugh more, may you rest more, and may you judge less. Thank you for being here tonight with me, practicing with me, being in community with me. Have a wonderful evening, and I will be back here Thursday for again, namaste. So remember, these classes are donation based, so any donations, all donations are appreciated. I will put my Venmo account in the comments, and yeah, it was a pleasure to be with you here tonight, and I look forward to Thursday. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, Lori, for coming and being here. If you are watching on replay, thank you for joining me on replay. Hey, Liz. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you on Thursday.